Okay, in this video, let's take a look at the golf swing of Danielle Kang, Solheim Cup member. Unique action, a real interesting shot maker, and very athletic move. Just a quick reminder, if it is your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and please hit the like button as well. The like button certainly helps out with the algorithm for YouTube and helps the channel grow, so I really appreciate that as well. So let's take a look here. She's an interesting golfer because she does have different types of swings she uses. She has some sort of variances or nuances that she changes during her swing. Starts a little taller, sits down before she gets going, and then up to the top. Sometimes she creates a massive amount of hinge, like a full wrist cock, certainly with the driver, irons and wedges in a variety of amounts. Wedges, of course, you don't need it, but irons, it's a lot easier to have more hinge to create a little more downstrike. But there's that move at the top, borderline tipping over into a reverse pivot move because of that lack of hinge. And there it comes back down, getting into those legs. Very athletic move here. And clearing and getting back to the plane pretty well. Now she does get out of sync on some of these moves, and because of this tip over and some of the differences in the hinging action, you will see a bit of early release or casting on some of the videos. And you'll see like this one here where she sort of chases after it with that right side, really trying to get through and create a certain trajectory, I'm sure, for this shot. But very interesting player, so much fun to watch because she does a lot of different moves and swings through impact to create different ball flights. Taking a look from the face-on view here, we can see that a little fuller hinge on this shot, probably almost the same golf club, but because it's more of a stock shot, not trying to flight it as much, she has created that full hinge or fuller hinge anyway on this one. Now, I'm not sure her history with this left wrist injury, but certainly as she's coming down, because it does get somewhat out of sync coming in through here, this casting move there where it starts to dump out too early, and this angle is getting let go a little bit too early, then that impact looks more suspect. You'll see more of a bowing down move with this left arm and left wrist from a lot of players. Protects that left wrist, where she has a little more of that cupping action at this point, which looks less stable for the wrist joint itself. And then, like we said, different moves coming through depending on the shot trajectory, but super athletic player and very aggressive player. This video here not quite as clear on the video quality itself, but great athletic setup. Let's get that line out of here real quick. Super setup. I love the tall posture, very slight knee flex as she gets going, sits more down. This one here too, not as much hinge, certainly as the other shot we saw. And I'm sure it's an old habit she did probably from a kid, maybe hitting a lot of wedges as a kid or something, having less hinge. But now she looks very athletic through the swing here. And once again, this one more in sync than some of the other ones, really threw it fully. Great rotation onto the left heel. Completely on the left leg, this left leg straightening out completely as well. Very good looking swing here. Doesn't look out of sync going into the hitting zone or into the finish. This approach shot here, we can see more evidence of her athleticism in trying to flight a ball. You can see here she goes up, keeps it on a nice plane on the way up, great width, great extension. There's that partial hinge, like we said, great for wedges. And then as she gets into the legs and sits, that shallows that club out beautifully as it's coming in. Perfectly on plane at impact. And then holding that face position on the way through. There's that partial follow through. And look how good this move is here on, like we said in the other video too, left leg straightening completely back into the left heel and hands in this position, total face control like you'll see from a Jon Rahm. And for the driver here, we can see little different angle, not quite as upright with the arm plane, left wrist perfectly flat, club face dead square, and much fuller hinge. And now as she does that athletic sit move, left arm stays totally across the body. There's a club shallowing into a beautiful plane coming down into impact. And like I said, I'd have to look a little deeper into her junior golf background to see some of these habits coming through impact, to see what's causing that little bit of loss of lag at the bottom. Is it something she just taught herself to do as a kid to create some power, trying to force it? But she is 5'6". She's not short, so I'm sure she has plenty of force now. But who knows, maybe as a kid, she was trying to generate more force with her hands through the hitting area. And the last one we'll look at in this video, pitch shot up the hill, 30-40 yard shot. We can see here that beautiful motion with a lack of hinge. Look how wide it is. Complete extension of the left arm and the wrist barely hinging at all. That brings the club in very shallow from the inside. Rotates through, holds the face beautifully. And rotating, creating upper body motion. If you're a player who struggles with your wedges, get your legs calmed down and create more of an upper body swing. You can see here those feet are completely quiet and she's just turning. Upper body through, shoulders, and that allows that club face to stay square all the way through impact. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this video of Danielle Kang. Thanks again for watching. And once again, if it is your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. And we'll see you in the next video.